Seen you speaking about Hollywood or Hollyweird and, people selling their souls. And, I know you were kind of, linked into Hollywood and everything for a long time. And,
I
you know what I'm
am
saying?
Hollywood, yeah, I am Hollywood, which is why I know. But I'm not arrogantly gonna sit here and be like, oh, this is that and this is that. Like, there's a lot of things that will make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make you start crying. You know what I'm saying? What people do. Like, it's not no glory to be talking about. It's really, it's really Hollywood. It's really up out there. So when it comes down to it, not to disclose too much, but I will tell you, I am Hollywood. I'm their baby. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't be like telling. There's a lot of people that got off behind trying to be where my mom and dad is at the top. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you gotta just be real cool. You gotta be real evil with how you think, Like, my daddy is Lucifer and my mom is God. You understand me? So I'm a very special case. In this industry, what you must understand is, when you do sell your soul, you are allowed to live forever. Wow. And these people that are called youngins, rookies, new booties, like I was, had no idea that these people still live. Wow. They will prey, haunt, kidnap, anything to stay on top. This is their world. They have nothing but time, is what they believe.
Now, who are we talking about?
We're talking about everyone that's supposed to be dead. Like, there is
in the industry.
In the industry.
Okay.
When you walk around with the fake face and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna open up. It's like this is not. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that since World War I, we've been taught by the Indians and all this other shit how to take skin people and wear their faces to infiltrate the families and this, that, and the other. This is something that has been going on since World War I and before that. So now we've conquered the art of exchanging spirits, trading spirits. So it's supposed to be hard to identify. But when it comes down to it, this world of Hollywood, this wicked world is what they call it. Some people call it Hollyweird. You could literally go to Hollywood and if you open your eyes, it will manifest to you. They'll be right there in front of you.
The people who are trading
the people who are on the walls.
And it was revealed that they paid $1,000 for a meet and greet with Chris Brown. Some people were surprised at this, and there was some debate as to whether people felt it was worth it or is that a little too much?
He's the real Chris Brown, and he's not allowed to get on stage. That's the only way he can make his money.
So you feel like that was like a lookalike that did that?
Do I feel like it was a lookalike in Chris Brown's body?
Okay.
No, Chris Brown is not that. It's just the same. It's the same thing with Kanye, bro. Chris Brown, that was not Chris Brown on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not Chris Brown on stage, bro. That's not Chris.
So that wasn't Chris that did that?
Hell no, that wasn't Chris. No, that wasn't Chris that was on stage. Chris Brown is the one that's he getting paid, nigga, any way he can to see if it's gonna go over, and it's going over well. Don't nobody know the difference. LL is cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he dope. You know what I'm saying? But he people. That's why there's a glory on him, but there's no glory on him no more. You know what I'm saying? That's LL, but why aren't you flourishing? Because you hurt people, bro. You fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I love him, but you know what I'm saying? That's my cousin, bro. Like Crystal, you know what I'm saying? I know Crystal Diaz. I know Crystal Diaz and shit. You know what I'm saying? The nigga's HIV positive. What you want me to say? He HIV positive.
Earlier, which is around 2030, I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual kind of the most common interface. Wow. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies.
Humans are now hackable animals. The whole idea that humans have, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket this is my free will, that's over. Free will, that's over.
That's over.
Over. Today, we have the technology to hack human beings on a massive scale. Yeah, I mean, everything is being digitalized. Everything is being monitored. In this time of crisis, you have to follow science. It's often said that you should never allow a good crisis to go to waste, because a crisis is an opportunity to also do good reforms that in normal times people will never agree to. But in a crisis, you see, we have no chance. So let's do it. The COVID-19 crisis could be a really watershed moment, a moment of significant change in the history of surveillance, because surveillance is being revolutionized, transformed from over-the-skin surveillance to under-the-skin surveillance. Previously, governments were collecting data about what we do, who we meet, where we go, what we watch on television. Now, with this epidemic, they increasingly focus on what's happening inside our body. What's our blood pressure, our body temperature, our heart rate. Now, this can be used, of course, to identify if you're sick and to create a better healthcare system. You know, it's such a, for a government or a corporation, it's like the most important thing in the world to know what people actually feel. No, tyrants have fantasized about it throughout history, but they could never actually do it. You know, in the USSR, Stalin had this, you know, the huge secret police, and later the KGB, following people around all the time. But the KGB couldn't follow every Soviet citizen 24 hours a day. And even if you had a KGB agent following you, he couldn't know what you were actually feeling. If you heard a speech by Stalin on the radio, you smiled and you clapped your hands. What you actually felt, the KGB didn't know. But a future KGB could know what you actually feel when you hear a speech by the big leader. You can smile and clap your hands, but if your body temperature and blood pressure and heart rate indicate that you're actually angry, you can't hide it from this new biometric secret police. A good two-way communication system, direct communication system between brains and computers, this is kind of the watershed moment. I mean, once you have a good two-way, nobody has any idea what happens after that. If you have a good two-way communication system directly between brains and computers, it also means you can connect several brains together to create an inter-brain net, with because it's the same system, the same communication system. And nobody has any idea what this means for things like identity. Who am I when I can access directly the brain of another person? The word intelligent design immediately brings to mind of many people the creationist idea that all life forms are designed by God. And sometimes people tell me, don't use the word intelligent design. But it is intelligent design, what we are about to see in the world. It's just not the intelligent design of the God of the Bible. It's the intelligent designs of human beings and increasingly of algorithms. And increasingly we'll see in more and more fields this shift in authority from humans to algorithms. So even if we keep as figureheads, the presidents and the CEOs will continue to be human beings because we don't like the idea